Hello, stream. We're back with another part 2 of more cutscenes of the YAWNTRAIL. Like I said previously before, I'm just watching spoilers if you have not played DawnTrail yet. I am watching all the cutscenes of 7.0 only of DawnTrail. I think I ended off at 9.3 if I'm not mistaken. 93. Right. This guy. Where did I end up? 92. 92. Sibling rescue. That's what it was. I almost skipped the whole punch. Anyways, we ended off rescuing YAWNTRAIL with her brother Conan. That's the last thing we saw. Anyways, what I was going to say is that we're pretty much going to watch all these cutscenes. I'm going to have little remarks here and there, but for the most part, I am going to stay quiet and just enjoy it. If you guys want to talk, I'll respond to you guys in chat. But I will reserve my entire opinion for the end of all these cutscenes, which will probably be next week. Next week, hopefully, we finish it off strong. I'm going to try to stop at like 95. That's a good chunk. We'll try. We did a lot yesterday, 90 to 92. So we'll do 93 to 95 today. Hopefully it doesn't take 4 hours, but we'll see. But anyway, if you guys sit back, enjoy, and watch, and if you have anything to say, just type it in chat. I'm just here, just enjoying the show, just like you guys are. But I'll definitely have a big overall opinion at the end of this series of watching all these cutscenes. Because so far, it's not a great expansion story. It's mediocre at best. I can tell they need a lot of work. The characters, not even his own character. The characters just fall off. The people are really easily forgotten, and things are just jumping around way too fast without any like proper context. Even if you just release parts, and I'm remembering sort of scenes of running around and chasing and grabbing people throughout the story, it doesn't flow well. Not at least like the previous 3 expansions of Endwalker, Shadowbringer, and Stormblood. Heavensward did right, it did well, but it was hopping off A Realm Reborn, which was another tough one to swallow story. But this one definitely is on par of A Realm Reborn. Probably worse, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes on. We only finished like maybe a fourth of the videos, a fourth of the cutscenes. We'll see how the rest of it goes. Let's just continue on. History Keepers. We're gonna go see the Titans, Giants, whatever they're called. I forgot their actual beast tribe name. Gods, is that a Valigarmanda? Valigarmanda? Oh, that's the thing we fight. Like a dragon bird thing. Welcome. Hello. Oh, it's one of the giants. Hi, Luminarf Burfurler. Don't know how you recognize this person's name. He is not here at present. I am Luminar Zumurmur. What's with these names? This is the Sky Ruin of Valigarmanda. It is the Tural Vidral whose name has invoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle leaves before the Valigarmanda's tempestuous power. When the Sky Ruin descends upon the Ukrapacha 8 decades ago, the casualties were staggering. Had Guljaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been slaughtered to the last. We had a full squad with them. Their titanic battle with Valigarmanda raged for 10 days and 10 nights. We did it in like 10 minutes. As their foe fought on tirelessly and relentlessly, our heroes were pushed beyond the limits of their endurance. Thus did the head of the reason concoct a desperate plan. Wul Jaja tricked the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magic, causing the unwitting Tural Vidral to encase itself in frozen nature. How do you make it freeze itself? Has it been like that ever since? Nice work, Papa. You're so proud of your father's achievement. Not even your father, your adopted father. But what happens if the ice ever melts? It is ice magic. The same question looms large in our minds. For their magic sustaining this prison grows weaker with each passing year. Valgramanda commands power of fire, lightning, and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was a result of this, of those energies slipping free. Gasp. The raging tempest from Valgramanda. Setting future worries aside, we would come to attempt to defeat of proof? Yes. The High Luminar chosen elector of the Dwarven Servant has left me with instructions for all aspiring claimants. You are to score our Forbidden Mountains and find the waiting Gurflor that is to be your challenge. Hide and seek? So to search itself is the key. You've already spoken with my brothers, I take it. I have. Their expeditions are underway. You're the last one, like always. Then we better pick up the pace! Chup chup! Aye, but we'll need a direction to search in first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villagers. What's with all this hint gathering? Gather this. Figure out these clues here. Nah, back in the day, we just went on an adventure and searched ourselves. And we beat up anyone in our way. We didn't ask 101 questions about, is this leaf brown or red? Blue or gold? The High Luminar.
Gods, that is one tall mountain. And we're supposed to climb it?
That's talking for me. Expect to walk here unchallenged. Tell me, the stunted ones, that those short legs bring you all the way from... Are you making fun of because I'm a Lala? Stunted ones? Is it because I have no knees?
He's speaking the old Yokhui tongue. The words are difficult to catch.
I caught it pretty well.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit.
Lillian? How's it going?
You are a claimant in this right.
You got big eyes.
Succession.
They're pretty.
That's right.
Whoops.
Then,
sorry.
If you die, Tuliola loses a potential ruler.
Wait, did you try this with the other ones? Did you just pick Watlana because you knew they're the weakest?
Say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokhui we've met.
Do you like Final Fantasy?
Not grovel before Glul, Jar Jar, like those shameless lapdogs.
I'm assuming your eyes are your weakness because you haven't been long guarded.
Brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Tural's overlords.
See, that's how the son wants to be. He wants to be an overlord.
The giants have their own factions too, it seems.
Of course.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the us from the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years.
How do you donate? There should be a donate option, I believe.
They are
Honestly, you don't have to donate.
worthy
How do you donate to
of
me?
bearing
You don't
our
have to donate, but it should be
I
a option.
will
I'm
reclaim
not 100% sure.
the glory
I have been donated a few times already.
people.
If anything, I believe there is an option
Begins
if you go to the channel.
the third promise.
And 1 second.
Stop! I don't want to fight you.
1 second. I need always double check.
On your knees. Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you?
Oh yeah, there it is. It's in the description. There is a tip here option.
Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
My neck does not want to be snapped. But there is a tip option in the description. There's a link. I can provide the link. Let me see if I have it hooked up on the screen. Let me wait for this cutscene real quick. Wow.
That's right.
You blocked a gust of wind. So proud of you. Don't worry, I'm just a side character. I'm not here to do anything. I'm not going to attack or help. Also not being human. Yeah, just after this cutscene, I'll see if Stream Elements has the tip chat command link made.
Do you help us?
But it is in the description. Just 1 second.
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening.
What a poor excuse of an explanation.
I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
To what
How sweet.
end?
There was like no.
That's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends.
There was like no in between a building. If he's already appeased by this, by that one action.
How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
He didn't get hit that hard.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Wokor Zormor.
You can't command Alpha Nod like that. That's my
Understood.
job.
Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
Good for you. Keep your resolve.
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Wait, why? Wakamama doesn't know where they're going? She don't know where she's
Then we
going.
climb. Gufurlor is waiting.
How's it going, Dion? Hey. How you been? Okay. Good to hear, Enjoying the new year and all that. 1 second. Let me double check with Stream Elements. Let me make sure that the tipping feature is, okay, I'm on YouTube. Chatbot. Chat commands. Tip. Exclamation point tip. Did that work? See, there you go. Hey. There you go, Liliana. Exclamation point tip. You can see the chat command. That is if you want to truly do it. You don't have to, but if you want to, it is right there available. Okay, back to the story, guys. I got a lot of cutscenes to catch up on. No dilly-dallying. I got a bad cough. I had a really bad cough. I was streaming, actually. I think I was playing Final Fantasy. I had a bad cough. I'm a lot better now. But man, oh man. It was rough. Oh, that was a quick cutscene. How about yourself? You get anything good? You enjoy getting good food? Any good games, movies, videos, clothes?
I am Gurfulur, Elector of the Dawn Servant. Prepare to be tested.
Did we have to fight him? I really do not recall fighting him. We probably did. I just do not remember. These are great short cutscenes. It just tells me. Drone, man. Bottom, you beat him up. You big. Nice. Got lots of good things. I didn't know dungeon cutscenes were part of the story cutscene, but I guess because they're dungeon stories, it counts. Maybe, I don't know. A rocking chair. I need a rocking chair. It seems like you had a good time. I got a lot of good stuff. Ironville, you're late for the party.
Very good, Claimant. Once more, I name myself Gurfulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You seem bigger than the other ones, just saying. Just a tad bit.
You're much bigger than the others in the village.
You just now noticed that.
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by disease, it is rare to see a child reach our former stature.
It's always about disease. Reminds me
you
of
speak of the
Massive.
contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
Did you guys get too close?
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise.
The Yokui. That's the race. The Yokui.
Preceding
giants.
the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor. They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness. A single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
How did they all get this vision? How do you guys share a vision?
Then the expedition.
Or
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes. Help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Ah, little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
You guys late?
Another claimant, I see. I will test your worth, as I have tested those who came before you.
Am I the third? Am I the first? What's that? Got some juju juice?
Here and now, I think he means.
Oh, let me step out of the way. I mean, they have a good party right there. They have a Gunbreaker tank, Mechanist DPS, and Astral Login, and a healer. You didn't seem that tired.
Well fought, second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof.
I feel like I made it more winded.
Both shall be rewarded.
Just saying, guys. Soon you use your fingernails as your fingers since you don't cut them.
Three to go.
Or, wait, how many are there? Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's supposed to be 7 and you lost one.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by Bakul Jaja and his minions.
You getting chased, huh?
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
It's fine.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve. On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat.
Why is
The
that?
earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Isn't he smart?
Yes. It is a place of great significance.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Varigarmanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
Oh. This is where all your giants died.
That explains why there are so many.
Zorolja, I should have known you'd arrive here first.
Third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Why?
Zorolja, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Know your place, walk on it.
Right. Sorry.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
Papa has a grave?
Interesting. Is it just like a memorial thing?
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarmanda, your fathers included.
Gulul Jaja, Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, Navigator of Uncharted Oceans.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Gulul Jaja on his travels?
Who? I've never heard of
Kafkiwa, Seeker of the Unknown. How strange to see your name here.
Kakiwa?
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokwi. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of Resolve and Reason, Champion of Peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
This is reminding me
He
of like
carved his
Boruto,
path with martial skill.
where Naruto did such amazing
Yet it was
things,
clever
and
thinking
Boruto kept
which allowed him to
trying
trap
to
Valigarmanda
pretty much
within its own ice
one-up him,
magics.
but you know, you can't. You can't one-up Naruto.
Martial skill.
You're always
and
going to
clever
be under
thinking.
him. Especially in a time of peace.
I can't compete with Zorolja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
Hothead, being dumb, being a child. I wish there was a third option.
What else defines him? Oh, of course. Papa's love for peace, for his people.
But the other two
That
do
is
the
what
same
he's
thing.
given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
So you're trying to be a resolve one. A resolve of strength. Yes. Who's interrupting our...
What in the hells was that?
Be quiet, Woglamet. You don't gotta talk about every single little thing.
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately.
Warlaws.
Valigarmanda has broken free.
Well, there we go. The big snake thing.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
How do they choose if they want to communicate to everyone or to one person?
Valigarmanda is free.
We need to get back there, now!
You know, I think the issue they have, especially like, there's a bunch of issues. Right now, the issue I'm having with Rockland right now is that like, they have to say something every single time.
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
Time to go. Lead the way. But yeah, like what I'm saying is that I feel like a lot of the characters, even Dankred has time. You don't have to remark every single little time something happens when they already talked about it. Walk along and saying, "Let's hurry now," when we already know that we have to hurry, was really uncalled for and annoying. Like, you don't have to remark every single little thing. We knew what happened. It got free.
true. The ice has failed.
To be more precise, you should be like, what caused it to fail? Did someone do something more?
Tell them what you told me.
See, there you go.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
The only one that's left. Hey, look, I'm having a vision for some reason. Like, they're not just going to tell me this.
Who enters this hallowed hall? Ah, a claimant.
Oh, and here we have the mighty Valigarmanda.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
Stone him.
It is as they say. Kulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul.
So twin spells.
The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, Bakul Jaja.
Those are like 2 fireballs. I thought you needed 1 ice, 1 hot. One ice, 1 fire, not 2 fireballs.
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror.
I feel like if you're a red mage, you could do the same thing. Twin spells. Dual cast. Really doesn't look that intimidating.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
Utter madness. Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
I don't think you're gonna do anything to say it.
Wreak havoc, Valigarmanda. Live up to your legend.
Didn't you get one-shotted by the brother?
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
I mean, I'm good at fighting primal-like things.
Idiot! This This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
So, what's the plan?
Oh, look. They're looking at me for...
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre.
Wait, was that for me or was that to
Some might
block
call
Conrad?
it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler.
Okay, so that wasn't for me, never mind. I got excited for a second.
So that's that. I will stay and fight Valiarmanda.
You're not gonna do nothing.
This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance.
I probably could. Just saying.
I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
I would say this if I didn't feel like I was forced to do this. What other choice do we have?
You mean you'll help? Thank you. I won't forget this.
You seem to be causing more problems.
From us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Comrade is a step too far.
Dear comrades now, eh? I have to say, it does have a comforting ring to it.
You haven't done anything for us. All we've done has been helping you.
Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
Knowing that someone's gonna carry you while you're on their backs makes it easier for you. We do like 99% of the work, you take 1% of the glory. Use that 1% that you do for just taking glory. And acknowledgement, like you did it.
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
That's what your older brother did. You're probably gonna do some side support, you know, actually help the people, protecting them.
If you resolve to slay Valigarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Again, putting your work on someone else. Great. Don't you feel great, Woglam? You know, you put all your troubles and works and woes onto other people's lap to do for you. Even though it's something that you want to try to fix. You don't do anything.
Inform the Pelu of the danger.
Pelu.
They may need to flee to lower ground.
Pelu. The sky rule. Aha.
The trail ends here, it seems. Could Valigarmanta have shifted its elemental aspect? It does have 3 to choose from, after all.
It's not like we fought stuff with multiple elements before, right?
In any case, I'm almost certain the Vitral was headed in the direction of Warkor Lardor.
What does that even mean?
We should let the others know we have a likely location.
I'll go on ahead. I feel like I'm just a message boy at this point. Just because I have the link pro and I just message around. I don't feel like I'm doing anything significant. I'm not making any decisions. I'm not making any calls. All I'm doing is telling people information or
Alphinaud is
receiving
assisting the
information.
Yokhoi with their evacuation. He thought they could use a healing hand with the
See?
injured.
Alphinaud knows what he's doing. I'm sure the brother did the same thing.
So where is Valigarmanda?
Warkor Lardor. Its stratified layers contain a wealth of crystals, said to be the source of its many-colored glow. After 80 years of imprisonment, the Vitral will be in dire need of sustenance. It would have been drawn to the mountain's energies.
So Valigarmanda seeks to replenish its ether.
Then we'd better not give it the chance.
Stop!
Uh-huh. I mean, we're not really moving or anything. Yo!
That mountain is sacred ground. I forbid you to set foot on it.
And who are you?
Sorry, it is not our intention to trespass.
Beat him up.
But you must understand, that's where Valigarmanda has gone. If we don't slay it now, it will slaughter countless innocents. Just like in the old days, I beg you, permit us to enter.
Out of the question. Your band is incapable of defeating Valigarmanda. Either you seek to defile Warcore Lara Door, or you are fools.
If you doubt their chances, how would you feel were we to join them?
There you go. A whole squad.
The monument to Valigarmanda's defeat bears the names of 7 heroes. With our forces combined, we also number 7.
I mean, we can replace Rock Vomit. I don't mind.
7 weaklings are no less doomed than 4.
You ain't wrong. 7 times 0 is still 0. Oh.
Zoralcha, you've come to help as well.
No.
Against my sound advice. While the rest of you were tussling with the sky ruin, we might have secured an insurmountable lead. A minor delay. It will not change the contest's outcome. I would take the measure of this Tural Vidral my father was unable to kill.
He wants to take the pride.
Both my brothers here. This battle is all but won.
Your celebration is premature. I never said I would let you pass.
I think you should let him pass.
Brother, no! We do not bear arms against our own people.
What an odd thing to say. As I recall, the inhabitants of Chir Wagur Sultan do not consider themselves members of the Tuliyolal nation.
Right?
I'd hardly call them our own people.
What does that matter? Members or not, everyone in Tural is part of our dream for peace.
But they're not part of our people.
If you would hurt them, then you'll have to go through me.
I think that's fine.
She saved me from the mountain bird. Now, then, the same eyes. Eyes of stone. Words of stone.
Yeah.
We are still in her debt. This is true. Consider the debt repaid.
I mean, that happened just like, I don't know, 2 hours ago maybe?
Not misunderstand. We do not submit to Tuliyolan rule.
Aye, you've made your point. We can talk more once the contest is over.
I ask your name.
Wuklamat, protector of peace and soon-to-be Dawn servant.
Even people with wildly different ideals can find understanding through earnest discussion. I believe that, wholeheartedly.
As do I. I won't give up until we reach a compromise.
Assuming you survive, my old bones and I will be waiting here for the true heir's return.
Do you not do nothing but just talk?
Your thoughts have always been a mystery to me, brother. But I'm relieved to see you put aside the contest for the sake of the greater good.
I think he just wants to prove his strength.
Our nation is a fortress, and its people the bricks with which it is built. The more that are lost or broken, the weaker Tuliyolan becomes. Even the crudest rock has value as a stepping stone.
Come on, you two. Forget about the right of succession for now, and help me fight this overgrown snake bird.
Be quiet, Oglamit. The brothers are having a serious discussion. You don't even remember its name.
I don't care how strong the Sky Ruin may be. We're going to put this menace down for good.
Like a kid who can't even remember the name of whatever the pet thing you call him. You name it whatever and then you just forget the name and give it a nickname. Rainbow. That's how it's eating. I am here by myself. No YAWNTRAIL needed. I'm assuming the scenes of you dying. Yep. And totally. If only you guys were part of Eorzea, you know, I could have saved you guys sooner. Defeated all your primal or whatever these are supposed to be. Looks like a primal. You're welcome, guys.
We did it. We slew Valigarmanda.
I slew Valigarmanda. Yeah, she remembered his name now. Surprise.
A feat that even the great Gulul Chacha couldn't manage.
Again, I did it.
For you, Papa!
There's no denying it was an impressive achievement, but I wouldn't be so quick to claim we've outdone Father.
Smart.
The Vidral was weakened by decades of imprisonment. Had we faced it in its prime,
see, he didn't understand.
We wouldn't have fared a fraction as well.
How can you say that? 80 years couldn't have made that much of a difference. Could it? am I kidding? Papa's still the best.
You have a ways to go. Just saying.
You're right about that. I need to improve if I want to surpass the old man.
I want a statistic of how many people like chose a certain dialogue.
The Sky Ruin lies dead, and still, I've yet to prove myself the miracle.
What does that mean?
Well, I suppose we should head back and join Erenville.
We did leave him with only Sarelja for company.
Wouldn't that be bad company? I mean, it's a little bit better than Rock Bottom, but no. They're on par. I'd probably trade. You guys talking?
To the temple then?
Yep.
That won't be necessary, heroes of the hour.
And he is big.
Valigarmanda is no more. Yours is a victory worthy of song.
Make sure you mention Kurukamada and not Wakana. Just saying.
We had plans for a second feat to be conducted here in town, but the recklessness of your fellow claimant has rendered them pointless.
Yeah, look, we skipped another one.
A second fee?
The feat of ice. You are to fortify Valigarmanda's prison. How shall we proceed, High Luminary?
What more would we test, Zulmurwer? They have defeated the Sky Ruin and saved the gods know how many lives. If they are not worthy heirs to Kulul Jalja, then no one is.
So do they have 2 stones?
Now that our last claimant has arrived, we can proceed with the formalities. For the skill and bravery the 3 of you have shown, I award you each a second keystone.
So he had 2 keystones. That's cheating. He said they're only supposed to have 1.
That makes 5. Only 2 left to collect.
Except that one of those 5 is in Bakul Jaja's thieving hands. He will answer for that. And for losing Valigarmanda.
You have brought lasting tranquility to our home and earned the gratitude of
I wonder if they try to
every
make Wakana like the Warrior of Light.
May glory and prosperity continue to bless.
Like when they wrote Wakana, they're like, you know what, this is what the Warrior of Light would say. During these moments that they don't say nothing. Do you have, are you in love with your sister or something? This is like an unhealthy relationship. You might need to separate. At least y'all both aren't related, but still. You're like obsessed with her.
Was never much of a talker, our brother. If you're up for it, you should visit the capital. I'd like everyone to get to know you and your people better.
I don't think you have a doorway big enough for him.
I'll consider it if it's one of you 2 who claims the throne.
You
Then
really
you
like
need
your brother,
only
huh?
await a missive from Sunperch. I'll be sending out invitations.
Confidence. You need it. You got it.
Today is a day for unusual visitors.
You woke Lamat, was it not?
You better not give her credit.
I doubted you could slay Valikar Manda, but the quiet skies proclaim your triumph.
I did it.
Had the Vidral been suffered to roam free, it would have terrorized us all. Once again, we find ourselves in your debt.
I take Venmo.
You owe us nothing. We fought because we wanted to.
I was sort of forced.
Yet a debt has been incurred. All the same, it will haunt me if I do not repay it.
You can... Crypto?
I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Money! Ask for the money!
Perhaps he can tell us about the dreams of the Golden City.
Dreams?
Oh, good idea! That was on my list of questions I wanted to ask.
Uh-huh.
The Golden Dreams. Yes, we have records of our forebears and their visions from the time before the Shaktural expedition.
What did your forebears see?
A heavenly land, suffused with a golden glow. Its people lived as gods, never aging, never dying, free from hardship and conflict.
Like paradise on Earth.
Every building was a palace, and in their midst reigned a silent goddess, a statue so tall even my kin would need lift their gaze to behold its visage.
A statue of a goddess. That's new.
Aye, and compared to the abstract imagery we'd previously heard, this was a detailed description.
The dreamers were consumed by their visions, compelled to seek out the paradise they'd been shown. They journeyed to Shaktural, where they died in droves.
Dang, what killed them?
Those who go in search of the Golden City do not return. The tales Book Evu shared may have been rooted in historical fact.
Perhaps. Who can know the truth of it? Once our ancestors left the forest, there were no more dreams, nor dreamers.
The forest? What do you mean?
The forest.
From the very first, the visions were set to visit only those who worked the quarries in Yaktel. But after they were ravaged by disease and saw fewer newborns, they were forced to abandon that territory. Once our people's withdrawal to Urkopacha was complete, we never again dreamed of the Golden
So only Yokwi in that one specific area experienced the visions. Fascinating.
Right? Like the entrance is over there.
Well, we're headed to YAWNTRAIL next. Maybe we'll find out more when we get there.
Be quiet while I climb it.
Thank you for sharing your stories with us.
See, that's all you had to say.
I do not require gratitude. I merely repaid a debt. Farewell, Wook Lamat. I do not think our paths will cross again.
Why do you say that? Is there a reason? Oh look, this is where I'm actually at right now. In the inn. How nice. Graha? Oh.
You have a moment?
No.
There's something I wanted to talk to you about.
No.
So, it's just too stuffy in here, that's what. We should go outside. Aye, a nice walk in the fresh air. That's what we need.
No. How did you magically open that door?
This is much better. I used to come here all the time when I was little. Would look out over the whole city. And whatever worries I had would
Kuto
seem
vibe from this.
so small.
A child born in peace that doesn't understand the struggles of conflict and maturity.
Do you remember what I said at the top of Workor Zormor?
No.
That I would fight to preserve Papa's peaceful Tural?
No. I don't remember at all. I forgot completely.
Well, I've been thinking a lot since then. About what peace really means. If it's just the absence of war. And it brought to mind all the best parts of our journey so far.
It's only been like 5 days. Easily. I don't remember this old person.
I realized nothing gives me greater joy than the happiness of others.
That's a good thing to call.
Life has its ups and downs, but the company of family and friends and the music of their laughter is what makes it worth living. And as silly as it might sound, I've come to believe that those smiling faces are the best measure of peace.
So why do you have this moment of revelation of peace? You wish for a world like green, that sort of thing. I was like to say. Ideals are nice in theory.
I understand that making everyone happy isn't practical or even possible. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. So, this is my plan.
I really don't like where it's going.
When I become Dawn Servant, I'll build on Papa's peace. Our people will live together in harmony.
Yep, definitely did not like that at all.
It's just like Kryl said. By taking the time to hear their concerns, understand their feelings, and consider how best to serve,
who was taking care of you
each
when
passing day, I'll be that much closer to becoming the leader I want to be. It's hard for me to say how much I've changed since the contest began. But there's one thing I can say with confidence. I wouldn't have come this far without you as allies.
Without me. You probably would still be on that boat.
If it wasn't for you all listening and feeling and thinking along with me, I would have never learned so much, and in so short a time. There are 2 keystones left. After everything that's happened, and imagining what could happen, are you still willing to walk this path with me?
I know, I'm still being forced. I'm still being forced. Against my will.
Thank the gods for that.
I already fought 12 of them, just saying.
I have nothing else to get off my chest. I need to head to the palace, but I'll see you back at the cabins.
Thanks for just dragging me out here to this yell, you know. I appreciate the annoying time. Map. These are the times I appreciate. Peace and quiet. Is that it? That was it? Getting out of bed? What a cutscene. Okay. Let's see if we can actually finish both 94 and 95. That'd be great. We'll see how long 94 is.
The fierce Shepral hunters who laid claim to this land call it the Azure Forest, YAWNTRAIL. Battered by meteors in ancient times, and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It is easy to understand why the place is so named.
Oh, hot air balloon. Alright.
It is here where the Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance.
You can't handle hot air
The
balloon
right
now?
of succession would reach its climax.
Were you dying on the hot air balloon?
Are you alright?
It was a hot air balloon. Stop.
I've never been good with heights.
Not good at heights, not good on boats, not good at fighting, not good at
The vegetation
ruling
is
a
far denser than
country.
in Kozumauka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
What's a cenote?
A cenote?
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble.
So, sinkholes.
So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
Oh, everyone else is here. We're late to the party like always.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
They weren't hurt though.
Now that we are assembled, let us begin. My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as a lector on behalf of my people. As all four claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your arrival. Third promise. If you would please join us.
Chop chop. I'm just standing there. What's up, Fran? I'm liking you more and more, Dankford. I didn't realize how much I missed Dankford.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
Be warned. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner.
Uh-huh.
Teams will be decided by lots,
Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
Twelve forbid Wuklamat is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Clemens, please present your colors.
It'd be funny if you.
I have red.
Blue.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Boring. It was an obvious team.
Together again, as fate would have it.
Yami felt some difficulty in life.
As ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
He beat you up once already.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Bibil.
Cuisine?
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
So, I'm not a cook.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you
I'm
say?
a goldsmith.
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots
You can
and
use the
cold
Archon
climes,
loaf.
true.
No, back from Charlian. That'd be great.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink.
Obviously.
The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
Why do I feel like I'm in kindergarten just learning
With each feat, we have
the
deepened our
basics of
familiarity with
understanding
a
culture
given
of other people?
community's history and culture. Is
It
this
feels like
what
I'm in a
Father intended
school
for us
lesson
all
right
along?
now.
But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future. The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivir will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques.
You guys have a cookbook? Recipe?
Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
So far, not too much reading. I appreciate the constant voice acting.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yorqui's departure some 500 years ago.
The Giants? Wow.
And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence. A constant stream of minor skirmishes, punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
Sounds like what we did back with Garlemald and stuff.
First they sealed Valley Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Excuse me? What a time to get a vision.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the scare scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours! If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace!
Puff your tails and scurry off then! Cowards like you ill deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us.
They pretty much wanted to live in their own Walmaria.
Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end? That such technology exists is indisputable, as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural.
Pretty much stick together to get strong.
If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then?
Y'all get killed. Enslaved.
You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
But y'all didn't. all frozen.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation. The guiding principle of the nation we envision.
So the giant joined them on their journey?
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet.
Who was over there?
One would not expect sworn enemies to abruptly drink to each other's health, and, indeed, a tense silence hung over the venue. But then, the Dawn servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chibral steamed najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chibral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
This story sounds so much better than what we're going through right now.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
This feels like Boruto. It's been a while since I've seen Boruto, but I'm just getting like flashbacks and just moments of Boruto
Ignorance
remembering
begets strife.
how much Naruto could do.
Understanding begets fellowship.
And how ignorant he seems for not knowing his own father's history.
Now then, I
And
trust you
Waklam is like
understand
way
the
older than Boruto
significance
for
of
sure.
Shibruk Pibil
Unless they grow
and
up
the history
like,
it has
at a young
written.
age.
Absolutely.
Boruto had made more of a
Thank you for
understanding
sharing the
because he was
story
like,
with
what,
us.
10 or something. Are we still sensing someone behind the tree?
What's wrong?
Now we say something?
Someone was there, you say?
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Always.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Ain't that true?
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
That's how I feel about you, Wakame.
Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready. Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter.
Yeah.
But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about YAWNTRAIL's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see.
You see.
While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven. This is Shibruk Pibil.
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
Ugh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory.
Over a leaf.
Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
His ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
How are you able to see that type of echo crowd? Like consistently on one person too.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
That is true there. You did it once before.
This is delicious!
And there you are, being a child
He
and
looks so
not
tender,
even
it
paying
melts
attention
in
to what's
your
going
mouth,
on
and
about being
the
threatened.
waving
This is why you got
azure frowns of
kidnapped the
the
first
spices
time.
is
Just saying.
sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss.
It was palatable enough, I suppose. To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
I think that's with you.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any Shibruk people left? I could really use another helping.
Only care about the stomach.
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Who is that? Are we getting ambushed again? I don't know how you keep falling for this.
Oh, Morok! Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty! This man is the reason we are here.
And what's that? What that
Take
is?
a good look at him. Go on, look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted Sellsworth. He heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Yeah, probably did.
Is it true?
Why did my position switch? My stance.
Your silence says it all.
I just don't want to talk.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
He's smart. Smart guy. 5 steps ahead. I mean, what are you surprised about? We've seen worse stuff. Come on.
You despicable, heartless fiend.
As Warrior of Light and Warrior of Darkness, you've seen way worse stuff.
For you taking hostages. Come on then. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue.
Please, I want to see this fight too. I don't want to interfere. I want to see what's going on.
By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him.
Why are we listening to a house cat?
Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't do anything.
Foreign scum! Who are you to mock me? I'll kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, Salt. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
I won't. I'll even bring some popcorn.
eyes on me. The house cat, remember?
Yeah, the house cat. Hasn't left the home till now.
I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you. I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people.
Oh yeah, this is that moment we had to be walk on it. I hated that scene. That scene was terrible. How convenient.
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How could this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like you guys need to train a little
You've
bit.
caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
No. No.
What did we do?
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
They lost. They got me off the news.
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Where'd you guys put his weapon?
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you alright? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me.
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
That's it? Like...
Promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Gulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next Dawn servant.
Like, this country is full of war and turmoil throughout the year, you know what I'm saying? This is
Come
your
on.
dad.
Let's rejoin the others.
And then ask him why, any closure, you know, you just Move on. Doesn't seem like a bad person, just saying. He could have been going through tough times. Didn't even want to talk, huh? The second promise camp.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover.
I mean, what did you guys do? You guys just cooked.
Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Pibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish.
I think he only likes
As
it
we
because of his
learn
sister.
to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
He has like a sister complex.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tudi Yolal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural.
He has a better maturity story so far.
But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I fail to understand my own people.
This is great maturity.
Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy Dawn servant?
Yes. Yes, you can. They have
to understand and connect with people is by no means easy.
I mean, Thanker still doesn't even do it.
But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
And Thanker's still bad at it. Look where he's at now.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
And that's not wrong. You don't have to have it. Everyone's different in their own ways.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart.
Yuyanji, another great example.
In thy struggles, I see mine own.
He lied to us like 3 times and got us killed like twice. Not even killed, but, you know, entrapped.
Yet frightening though it may feel,
however you want to word it.
If we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation.
There you go.
So let your people know this, and in time they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. By not being my usual self so much.
See, that's a good bonding bro moment right there. No comedic sound effects, no annoyingness, no vomit, pretty much. No walk vomit moments. City of Silence. What was his memory of all those jars? I'm really curious about that. Is that the attempts of them trying to make something? The blessing child, what do you call it?
Up there!
What's going on? Oh!
Bested by a mere shade.
Sororja? Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
Okay. Bag of ash, sands. Who are you?
The channeler is Irelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Truly Yolal's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's aid when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jar Jar himself. That is the final feat.
Okay.
The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector. Sororja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession. Be gone from my sight.
Okay. Try to beat him up.
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
When Sororja was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force, but he was thwarted by Father Shade.
I'm so lost.
My dearest child, welcome home.
Oh, is that bad?
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Galul Jar Jar. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
I don't think he's gonna be happy.
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy!
Very tough parents.
No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack...
You can easily take.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors?
What a loving dad.
You are as useless as your siblings. A failure. Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Dang.
Let's go, brother.
Dang, I actually feel bad for him. What? This is the only time I truly feel bad for someone in this whole story.
Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
You're not gonna say nothing? I'm assuming mom? The one time you could talk while on it, you say nothing.
These stragglers fail. Kulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
I'll do it.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk. The Mamulja deserve nothing less, so your battle can wait.
Dang.
I'm of the same mind.
I'll do the battle.
Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Can I battle? I'm a battle junkie.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the shade, you shall proceed no further.
I can do it.
Promise, I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
Dang, I feel bad for the annoying twin. Okay.
I shouldn't have looked down.
Be quiet.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
So my thought is this. All the time Makalama loves speaking and talking, she would not defend the dude because, you know, you're supposed to have sympathy and love for one another.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
I mean, we have flying mounts.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
I also have flying mounts. But yeah, point what I was saying is that walk along it, try to understand, be happy and love, blah blah blah. That's her has feel piece. But the moment that she sees that pretty much he's being abused by his father, I'm gonna clam up. Like, really? How selfish can you be? And that's the thing, like, you can't pick and choose when you want to show peace. You gotta show it all the time. Of course you can defend yourself when he was trying to kill the father, but when you see him being pretty much shunned by his own father, you gotta feel pity. Because that pretty much tells you that's how he was raised. And that's why he's messed up. Oh.
Bakul Jaja.
Really?
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Mother!
It was obvious.
The third promise seeks to learn about Mamuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are. Here. This vessel holds the remains of a two-headed Babunja. An infant.
So I'm assuming your siblings?
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
No.
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibran was going poorly, and we needed to be united.
Okay, so the war against the cat people.
Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with two heads. And tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost.
Of course.
Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live.
Unlike our brothers and sisters who were sacrificed
So
for
they
the
can be
glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Great.
Of course it's horrible.
Right? Like, that's all you gotta say about Climate? You have no emotion.
So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
Right. These are both very, very terrible responses. Excuse me. I sympathize with your pain, but... And then don't use them as an excuse. Like that... This is plain out rude, and this one's at least halfway, but... Don't say but.
I should never have been born.
See, that's not a good thing to feel.
You're wrong.
Oh, Climate, shut up.
You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths.
That's like the smartest thing you said so far.
The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours.
Great emotions.
Since when do you let others push you around, Bakul Jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
You mean I'll put a stop to this madness? Again, I'm doing 99% of the work.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbour such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends Ehubiko and Bunewa colore. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust.
That was very quick.
People will do as you say if you show it to them.
No build up or nothing about it, huh?
I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca's ass.
Like, you didn't have to say that.
Thanks, Wuklamat.
Well, maybe it's for the best. Hatred is exhausting, after all.
You got a bunch of that, Alize. You got a bunch of that. Just saying.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamuk. We have much to discover.
The mother's very happy. But imagine that, having 100 babies just to have one only. Okay. Where's Wuklamat? Where's the house cat? There is the house cat. Sorry to keep you waiting. I am assuming I did all the work in gathering him here. You invited the second promise as well? The house cat need I remind you that this is right in the competition. Whatever advantage you're about to share with me, you ought to utilize it in your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communicating with the locals. At this rate, you'll lead the race to the Golden City. I need your help to compete with the feat. No, Mamuk has a problem. I can't solve it now. You're the most clever person I know. There you go. I want you to hear the people firsthand so that we might come up with a way to help them. Very well, I am at your disposal. So pretty much, Walklam is going to be the puppet head if they become the Dawn Servant. While everyone else does the work. They're just going to be the face. They're not going to do anything contributing to the country. Everyone, thank you for gathering on such short notice. I am Walklam, the house cat. I'm gonna start calling you house cat. Promise, I take you served. I thought you served a Bokul Jaja. You deceived us. Yeah, yep, they did. No, they did not. Bok Jaja and Mommy Jaja. The scale they showed you were mine. I entrusted them to their promise and their retinue. Why honor these outsiders so? Because the house cat has won my trust. Now you will hear her word. Will John share with me the truth about the blessed siblings, about the price you pay to conceive them? As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge you and your culture. Good. Culture is born of experience of its people, of their lives and their land. Yeah, but it breaks my heart to know that yours has brought you all so much suffering. Are we praying? Nope? Okay. If any of you here wish to break my cycle of tragedy, very blessed man, I ask you to join us. Really, just abruptly like that? Like, please, I don't want any more of my children to die. You think we want this? You have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from suffering. Without them, we have nothing. It remains to be seen. Speak with the Jabra and the sheriff here and the worries. Together we may find a way with this house cat. Together. If she's trustworthy, then I'll speak with her. Speak to the house cat. house cat is here to listen. It would be best if you withdrew. Many cannot yet speak freely with your presence. He has such authority. Let's keep an eye out for Zhao. He wouldn't take kindness to this sort of gathering. It's like the Uchiha clan's gathering. Once we understand everyone's concern, we'll be better equipped to help. Form a neat line, everyone. Neat line. Ooh. No, let's try to go through this stream. How many is this? We'll see how long this one is. If this one's super long, like 20-30 minutes, then we'll leave it at this one. But if it's like 10 minutes, all 3 cutscenes, then I get it. Okay. What's going on? Hey, what's up, guys? Wait, we're supposed to be here listening to everyone? Good, everyone is assembled. In light of our news, I thought it was only right to call the others. What's going on? Thanks to your efforts, I'm pleased to say that our analysis has yielded many valuable insights. And I dare say the prognosis is hopeful. What's going on? Earlier we asked about the hopes you place in your blessed siblings, why they are important to you. And what do they say? You're overwhelming yourself with frustration towards this forest. From a lack of natural resources to an inability to cultivate crops, in all respects have you ever struggled to build prosperous homes, thus you understandably desire new land. However, this would be an unfortunate dismissal of what makes your forest uniquely valuable. That is, the soil. Our test has proven without a doubt that the Jaktiga heartland is abundantly fertile. This may be surprising to hear, as you have seen crops fail time and time again. We have discovered the root of this problem as well. The meteorites scattered throughout your forest emit unusual energy that greatly influences the development of the surrounding plant life. Some plants thrive on this energy, like the nojol and the giant trees that create the canopy, but others, as you well know, are sickened by it. So you need to find the right plants. Fortunately, the solution is simple. Across the Sultan place called Charlian, there's a perilous collection of flora sampled from every corner of the world. Now that we know what energies are most prevalent in your forest, we can offer you seeds and starters guaranteed to thrive here. I took the liberty of contacting a few colleagues via Link Pearl. Should you desire them, a sample of the best candidates can be shipped here in a short order. Just as you already acquire the potato and the tomato from Tural, so too might Mamuk benefit from foreign crops. You mean we'd be able to grow more natural here? Precisely. While care must be taken to choose those species that will not have an adversary effect on the ecosystem, your agriculture options should increase remarkably. With the right crops, Mamuk will have all it needs to prosper, both home and in trade. Blessed siblings don't have to be the answer anymore. Then there was never any need to fight, never any need to sacrifice. We can't change the past, but we can try to make a better future. Let the old teaching end with us. I like how the father never mentioned about this. I know blessed siblings represent absolute strength to you. Letting go of that can't be easy. But I'll prove that we can work together. Our combined strength can achieve anything. Show us promise. If there's another way for our children and our home, we will no longer suffer in silence. Sometimes we have to fight alone, but not this time. Would you say a few words, Kuto? Do I have dialogue? Anything is possible when you work together. Our victory over Valagama is proof of that. Nope. With faithful allies at your side, you can save even the entire star. Yes, that's a good one. And friends both old and new, you can find the light of banished darkness. That's a good one for me, Storm. But I'm gonna pick the. You can even save an entire star. That was a good one. Endwalker. Saving the star is far beyond the scope of our needs, but I acknowledge the value of allies. But what? That was a great time. We bought Medion. We went through across the spaceship. You know. You guys know what spaceships are? Probably not. You said what we wanted to say. Now all that's left to do is defeat my father's shade and defeat the Brotherhood of Mamuk. I mean, I'll defeat the shade. I'm always the one doing stuff like that. Do not give us cause of questions in our faith. And you please live up to your word. They're not gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do it all. After we complete this speech, let's be sure to tell Zalud the good news about his forest. I'm sure he's eager as anyone to eat what tasty foods of them. I doubt he will be that type of person. I think he's gonna be mad that he can't have power no more. He seemed like he was a very power-hungry individual. Compassion, even for the likes of him, will continue to eclipse me even everywhere. Then it is simple as choice. I mean, you don't show compassion to everyone, especially killers and other things like that. But count on that. You do not need to show compassion to every single individual. It's good to be nice, but some people don't deserve compassion. You earned that. I'm really curious. I want to count how many times it says "Speak to Walk Lamet," "Speak to Walk Lamet," "Speak to Walk Lamet" again. I'm gonna do that at the end of this. I want to count how many times it asks for it. Are you talking or am I reading more?
Zerelja, I'm ready for the final feat.
I'm doing the fighting. You're not doing anything.
Grown weary of postponing the inevitable, have you?
Something like that. You see, I've learned all sorts of things about Mamuk and your people.
Is that supposed to impress me?
I now understand why I need to surpass blessed siblings. The cost of producing superior offspring is destroying your people's souls. Look at them, and you'll see this. So I'll defeat my father's shade and prove to you that there's a better path for Mamuk.
What drivel! Without the blessed, we are nothing but weaklings! Doomed to fade into obscurity.
Of course you're weak. We all are. Each and every one of us. But when we join hands, we gain the strength to overcome any foe, even Vali Garmanda.
Nah, I don't care about that. That was a boring fight. I already forgot about it. But saving the star.
Enough talk. Prove your mettle against Gulul Jaja. The finest warrior ever to have graced Tural.
Wait, were you one of his followers? How do you have a shade exactly?
Fine by me. Not even Papa's shade will stop me from upholding his legacy.
I will fight alongside her.
Uh-huh. I can set this one out.
Claimants are not permitted to assist one another. Second promise. But you may observe your sister's pitiable attempt. I see. In that case... It seems I'm no longer a claimant. I am now free to participate, I trust.
Why?
What are you scheming?
Why?
Nothing. I've simply come to realize who is worthy of following in Father's footsteps.
Why? There was like no reason.
Not our brother. Not Bakul Jaja. And not me. You have always held the happiness of our people closest to your heart, Lamachi. So I will do everything in my power to ensure you ascend to the throne.
Why is the house cat helping the other house cat?
This is how I shall repay Father for his kindness. This is how I shall serve Tuli Yolal.
I could always count on you, Kona. Thank you.
It will make no difference. Numbers matter not in the face of true might.
Pretty sure I fought him 1v1 or something.
Gulul Jaja, mightiest of the blessed. Arise!
Everyone ready?
I want to sit this one out. Want to take my place, Aaronville? We can trade spots. Sort of won't be in the back line.
No hard feelings, Papa. I've got a lot of hopes riding on my shoulders, and the only way forward is through you.
Like, you didn't get how to go to the top. Or the right, whatever you want
to say. That's my old man for you.
I refuse to accept this.
Sure.
Ain't that a bit stubborn? Even for you.
Who are you?
Erugated?
Yeah, Rogated.
It couldn't be.
It's been long.
Tamqua?
It has indeed. You're looking more imposing since last I saw you, Wuklamat.
Tamqua?
My Turali moniker. Galul Jaja insisted I take one, saying my birth name was too cumbersome for the local tongues.
That birth name being Ketenram, I presume?
Kentenram.
No!
I mean, it was obvious.
Ketenram's that legendary Eorzean sailor. The one with the pickled cabbage.
We can talk about me cabbage later.
Pickled cabbage. The Kamichi?
Zarelja, whether you like it or no, these young'uns accomplished the feat.
To deny Wuklamat her reward would be to betray the Dawn Servant's trust.
And what should she be rewarded for? Calling upon her minions to carry her to victory!
I mean, didn't Dawn Servant do the same thing? You are the truck of the model. Show some dignity. I am not Walkman's friend, minion, acquaintance. I'm here as a hostage.
Dignity. Not anymore. I wagered everything on this feat. And by the same token, I understand the enormity of your accomplishment.
Together, we can achieve anything. You needn't place your faith in the promise of blessed siblings.
How would you have us reclaim our glory?
With friendship and community. With us.
No.
If you mean to rule, you should be more sparing with your offers of clemency. Especially to a man who has sacrificed countless young lives. Nevertheless, I will fulfill my charge as Elector. In recognition of your feat, I bestow upon you a keystone.
This reminds me of how Ash Ketchum got all those badges and still could not win a tournament, whatever those are, the Elite Four tournaments and stuff.
Congratulations are nearly in order, I suppose. I'm confident
He pretty
that
much
you will
won
find the
by
Golden
like
City in no time.
luck, never really by skill.
You've grown much and more during this journey. Become someone ready to lead our nation. Little Lamachi no longer. As your brother, I couldn't be more proud.
I like how this is just the first half of the journey. Collecting the stones. The other half is like opening the door of the Golden City.
I must express my gratitude for your cooperation. And my regret for failing to live up to expectations.
Yeah, you failed me too.
Nonsense. If you believe Wuklamat is the woman for the job, then you have our wholehearted support.
One last thing. I wish to speak to you both from the heart. Unpracticed as I am, this may sound hackneyed, but I am truly grateful to have met you.
Words spoken with such feeling would resonate with any fortunate enough to
Breathing
hear
was
them.
very uncalled for.
Though our journey together hath ended, ever shall we cherish the memories.
Aye. And should you require further esoteric musings or biting witticisms, don't hesitate to call. I dare say we'll come flocking.
How was our journey ended sooner?
But I get ahead of myself. As I recall, our contract remains in effect until we've escorted the second promise back to the capital.
I leave my sister in your capable hands. See that she returns home safely.
You've still miles to go yet, Wuklama. The ride ain't over till you find the city of gold.
I know. But if I can come this far, I can go all the way.
Okay. Road to the city go. Down. Wall. Stand up. Alright. Who's there? Okay, let's do a few more. Let's see how long these are. We'll do one more. One more at least. It is getting late. This is the right one. Hold on. Did I click the right one? Yeah, well, that was it. Alright. That was weird. I'm like, okay. What's with the glowing floors? I think this is the dungeon. Remind me of Lahi's place.
I thought this place was of Yokwi origin. But is this glowing stone their creation as well?
I don't believe so. I've never seen anything like it.
Then it's from an even older time.
Right.
Don't tell me it's the Allegans again.
Allegans!
While careful study would be required to confirm, it does not appear to be reminiscent of their designs.
It'd be funny if they were always all over the place. That's a fancy looking door.
A golden light. Could it be?
There's a platform on the other side, but how do we get over there?
I mean, fly like every other time. Or walk on the magical path that is in front of us. Both are viable options.
That's how, apparently.
Walk is rubbing off on you, Aaron, though.
Right then. Let's go and take a look.
I really feel like I'm just a kid who just wandered in here. I have so little significance in lines. I feel such like a background character. I feel like the background character of a background character.
That seal. That's Charlian and no mistake.
It's Charlian.
How do we open it?
come and look at this. Your tablets might be a good fit, wouldn't you say?
Leave it to Alfino. Is this it? The Golden City?
Though there is some resemblance, it doesn't quite live up to what the Yokwi described from their dreams.
Well done! Well done indeed.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to make their way outside of the castle. It's the Papa.
You, my dear daughter, have found the entrance to the City of Gold and triumphed in the Rite of Secession.
So we did it. We made it to the end.
The end. I wish it was the end.
You seem more perplexed than joyous.
Open the door.
It's just... This place is unlike anything we've seen in Tural. Never mind the peculiar stone. So I am given to wonder, what exactly lies beyond that gate?
Nothing less than the Golden City of Legend, I assure you. The circumstance prevents us from opening the gate. As to what the city is and what Gal of Maltesium discovered all those years ago, this knowledge and more, I will share with you after your ascension. What you choose to do with it will be up to you.
The Golden City is real. It took a while, but I finally found it.
Talk to your mom?
Ha ha! Come, let us return to Tuliola.
home at last.
You were out for like maybe a week at most. Come on. What type of journey adventure is this? This is why you're a house cat. Well, stream, I think this is a good place to stop it right there. Next week we'll continue on to dawn. It'll be new tomorrow. I'll try to finish the rest of this next week. 95. Got a handful of cutscenes. Got a handful. I hope that I can finish it next week. I'm gonna have to grind a lot again Tuesday, and then I'll try to finish it off Wednesday. I'll try to do a long one Wednesday if it does take me time. But it seems like we're almost there. It seems like we're almost at the end. We're at a halfway point where things start changing in the story. We finish the Tuval. Then we go across the bridge. I mean, hey, we finished the succession part at least, you know. The brother went on to his own journey. And we'll just see how things progress, because this part just seems weird out of the whole story. Yeah, I think it's a good spot to stop now. Anyway, stream, thank you guys for coming by and watching the cutscenes of DawnTrail. Something else. We're halfway done, you know. It feels like we're halfway done. It feels like we're halfway done. Are we halfway done? Maybe a little less than halfway, but we're almost there. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.